Strange creatures, eerie figures, and spine-chilling encounters, proving the unbelievable. Tag along for the jaw-dropping moments that, if not filmed, no one would have believed were real. A visitor noticed two strange creatures drifting in the water, their pale skeletal forms tangled together. One had what looked like a flowing robe, or maybe a long tail, giving it an eerie, ghostly appearance. Some thought it could be the remains of an old mermaid, while others believed it was just a fish caught on something unusual. Whatever they were, the ocean's waves slowly carried them away, leaving behind only questions. Were they simply decaying sea life, or something far more mysterious? Bizarre creature. A man walking past a swamp spotted something bizarre emerging from the water. At first, it seemed like a forgotten artifact, but its gnarled shape and eerie, bone-like structure gave off an unsettling vibe. Locals quickly started whispering. Was it a lost relic or something far more mysterious? Some even believed it was a guardian watching over the swamp. No one was brave enough to approach, leaving the strange figure standing there, silent and unexplained. What do you think it was? Amazon monster. Deep in the Amazon, a biologist spotted what looked like a rough tree trunk until it blinked. Frozen in shock, he watched as the tree revealed octopus-like tentacles, moving in a way no known creature should. This wasn't in any textbook. A new species? A long-lost one? Whatever it was, it proved one thing. The Amazon still holds secrets beyond imagination. With so much unexplored, who knows what other strange beings are lurking just out of sight? Unknown monster. Scientists came across something straight up bizarre, a tiny creature that didn't make any sense. It had a hard, shell-like body, countless little legs, and almost looked like a robotic turtle. But the strangest part? It giggled. Not just any sound, but weird, childlike laughter that echoed through the lab. The researchers were stunned. Was this some undiscovered species, or something way beyond science? If the Amazon is hiding creatures like this, who knows what else is lurking deep in the jungle? This might just be the start. Palm-sized mystery. In a quiet village, a man came across a creature so bizarre he had to take a second look. It fit in his palm, covered in soft fur, with tiny hands gripping his fingers like a miniature monkey. But those enormous, unblinking eyes? They made it feel almost otherworldly. No one around had seen anything like it before. Was it just a baby from an unknown species? Or had he discovered something entirely new? Scientists are still trying to solve the mystery, but for now, it remains an unsolved wonder. Mousefish.
What is this fish?
While strolling near a sewer, a man noticed something unusual swimming in the water. At first, it seemed like just another fish, until he zoomed in with his camera. That's when things got weird. The creature had the body of a fish, but an odd rat-like face, making it look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The internet went wild. Some swore it was a fish. Others were convinced it was a rodent. So why not call it a mousefish? Whatever it was, it had people questioning what else might be lurking in the water.
That is not a fish.
Mystery river creature. In a small village in Indonesia, people started noticing something weird. Any cattle that got too close to the river never came back. Worried, some locals decided to check it out. When they got there, they saw a dark creature in the water with a long tail, but they couldn't see its face. They grabbed sticks and stepped into the water, trying to trap it. But before they could catch it, the creature disappeared. Just like that. No one ever saw it again. And to this day, nobody knows what it was. Freaky find. Imagine walking through the woods and spotting a millipede equal to the size of a car. Sounds unreal, right? But that's exactly what some villagers in Indonesia claim to have seen. In a video, 4 men struggle to carry the massive millipede-like creature using bamboo poles. If that seems impossible, think again. Well, millions of years ago, a real giant millipede called Arthropleura roamed the earth. It was as long as a big dog and is believed to be the largest millipede to ever exist. Clear Bigfoot sighting. In 2024, a new video surfaced that had everyone buzzing. A trail camera captured something massive and hairy sitting deep in the forest. Unlike the usual blurry clips, this footage was shockingly clear. The creature looked exactly like the legendary Bigfoot. Broad shoulders, thick fur, and a towering presence. The video even made it to major news networks, with viewers calling it the most convincing sighting yet. For many, this wasn't just another myth. It was proof that the legendary creature might actually be real. River catch. A local stood by the river, soaking in the peaceful view, until something strange broke the calm. 2 people in bright yellow protective suits appeared, carrying a large net. This wasn't an ordinary fishing trip. It felt too secretive. Curious, he quietly filmed from a distance. Moments later, they dragged something onto the shore. His stomach dropped. A long fish-like tail lay in the net, eerily resembling a mermaid. If the legends were real, what else had been kept hidden? Maybe this discovery was never meant to see the light of day. Romanian zoo encounter.
Crappy zoo in Romania. They got this really weird creature caged up.
Romania's beaches may be famous, but lately, a different mystery has taken over. A leaked video from a zoo showed a strange creature struggling in a cage. The footage was brief, but the figure looked humanoid, yet something about it felt off. Its features resembled the classic gray aliens from countless stories. The video was posted by a tourist backpacking through Eastern Europe, but soon after, he disappeared without a trace. Whatever he saw, it seems like someone didn't want the world to know. Mysterious rider. A man was flying his drone over a beach when he spotted something eerie. A horse was sprinting along the shoreline, but what really caught his attention was the rider. The figure had long, wild hair, but no visible face. It clung tightly to the horse, moving so fast it almost blurred into the wind. The footage left people stunned. Some thought it was a ghost, while others believed it was something even darker, maybe a demon. No one could say for sure, but whatever it was, it definitely wasn't normal. Creepy hybrid. A group of tourists wandered into an old abandoned house, expecting dust and broken furniture. What they didn't expect was the eerie figure lurking in the shadows. It looked human, at least at first. But as their eyes adjusted, they noticed thick black fur covering its body and limbs that stretched unnaturally like a wolf's. The sight was enough to send shivers down their spines. Some thought it was a bizarre mutation, while others feared it was something supernatural. Whatever it was, no one stuck around to find out. Fields mystery. In the dead of night, Indonesian farmers woke to the terrified cries of their goats. Rushing outside, they spotted something bizarre. A strange creature latched onto one of the animals. The goat thrashed, but whatever had grabbed it wouldn't let go. Just as the farmers moved closer, the creature suddenly released its grip and took off. They chased it through the fields, only to watch it leap into a nearby lake and disappear beneath the water. Was it some unknown predator or something far more mysterious? No one has the answer. Diver encounter.
When you spend time with an octopus, you get the feeling that they're as curious about you as you are about them. If you study them for long enough, you'll see little imperfections on their skin.
A scuba diver had an unforgettable encounter deep underwater. She met a curious octopus with a tiny scar beneath its eye and named it Scarlet. But what made this meeting special was Scarlet's behavior. It covered its eyes while approaching, almost like a shy greeting. Then, in a moment of pure magic, it reached out, placing its suckers gently on her hand. This encounter showed just how intelligent and surprisingly social these deep-sea creatures can be. Creepy rots. In a quiet village, a woman unearthed something chilling while digging. A plant that looked anything but normal. Its twisted root had human-like eyes, a mouth, and even rows of white teeth. Locals whispered about mandrake legends, the same eerie plant from Harry Potter. But what she did next was even stranger. Instead of tossing it away, she took it home, boiled it in a pot, and ate it. Since that day, no one has seen or heard from her. What really happened remains a mystery. Dobby is real. A strange humanoid figure frozen in time sent the internet into a frenzy. Resting behind glass, its wrinkled skin, pointed nose, and long ears gave it an unsettling presence, almost like it had been waiting there for centuries. People believed it was a real-life goblin, while skeptics dismissed it as just a crafted statue. But honestly, don't you guys think it's Dobby from Harry Potter? It mean he's real. Giant cryptid. A group of locals were relaxing by the river when they noticed something strange. A long, scaly tail lying on the shore. They thought it was a snake, but nope. Just as they got closer, they realized it had spots and looked more like an eel. But not just any eel. This one was nearly 6 meters long, way bigger than the usual kind. They even whispered about the legendary abaya, a mythical giant eel said to guard the waters. Coincidence or something more? Horseman. About 5 years ago, a mysterious video popped up online and instantly blew people's minds. It showed a creepy humanoid figure walking in the dark, except it had the body of a horse trailing behind it. The internet went wild, with some thinking it was proof of some kind of horse-human hybrid taking over. Others weren't buying it, calling it obvious CGI and saying the movements looked way too weird, real or fake. The video left people scratching their heads and wondering what they had just seen. Creepy clip. A creepy CCTV clip captured something straight out of a nightmare. A shadowy figure was running fast, trying to escape a pack of animals. At first, it looked human, until it suddenly disappeared into thin air. No normal person can do that. Its weirdly thin body and unnatural movements made people question what they were seeing. Some say it was a shapeshifter. Others believe it was just a camera glitch. But if that wasn't a glitch, then we just saw something we probably weren't supposed to. In the dark. A trail camera caught something straight out of a nightmare. Two creepy, human-like figures crawling on all fours. Their glowing eyes pierced through the darkness, and one seemed to be carrying something in its mouth. The other moved disturbingly fast, sticking close behind. When they passed right in front of the camera, their thin, twisted bodies looked nothing like normal people. Some say they were skinwalkers with their latest catch, while others think they were just young ones staying hidden. Whatever the case, this footage is downright unsettling. Camper in shock. While searching for his lost pet in the jungle, a camper had a night he'd never forget. With just a flashlight in hand, he moved through the dark woods when something peeked from behind a tree, then disappeared. He thought his eyes were playing tricks on him, but before he could react, something lunged straight at him. The video cut off, leaving behind only a blurry image of a creature that looked disturbingly like a zombie. What happened next? No one knows, and that's the scariest part. Chilling cave. While exploring a cave, a man's camera picked up something hiding in the shadows. A hunched figure with unnaturally long limbs and two curved horns seemed to be watching him. It moved in a slow, stalking motion, sending a wave of fear through him. Without hesitation, he rushed out. Later, when he reviewed the footage, his friends were convinced it looked just like a Wendigo, the terrifying predator of legend. Others feared it could be something even worse, a creature lurking in the depths, waiting for its next prey. Strange sky visitor. The sky is full of surprises, and this one left people scratching their heads. Over France, a black, floating shape hovered silently, nothing like a plane or drone. The person filming thought it might be a balloon, but once the video hit the internet, theories exploded. Some claimed it was a secret spy device, while others were sure it was an alien ship. But here's the real question. If it wasn't a balloon, a drone, or even something from another world, then what was it? Real monster. A truck driver in South Africa spotted something unbelievable. A creature with a human-like body, but the face of a wolf. It was carefully loaded onto a truck while someone filmed the whole thing. But here's where it gets weird. Some people claimed they saw its chest moving, like it was still breathing. Yet no official reports ever came out, and the whole thing just faded into mystery. Was this a real, unknown creature, or just a staged hoax? The truth is still up in the air. Amazon serpent. A jaw-dropping video from a Brazilian river has surfaced, showing an absolutely massive anaconda gliding through the water. Experts estimate it to be around 50 feet long, far bigger than the usual green anacondas. The sight left viewers speechless, proving once again that the Amazon is full of hidden giants. With its endless unexplored waterways and dense jungles, who knows what else is lurking beneath? One thing's for sure, some mysteries in nature are bigger than we ever imagined. Scary warning. Late one night, a group of friends was driving near the woods when they saw something unsettling. A pale figure stood in the shadows, its body twisted unnaturally, glowing eyes locked onto them, watching in eerie silence. Instead of driving off, they laughed and shouted at it. Big mistake. This wasn't just some lost traveler. It looked like a skinwalker, a creature from old legends. Then, more figures emerged, lurking among the trees. Locals say if you ever see something like this, don't stare, don't mock, just get out of there. Backyard encounter. One night, a woman captured something bizarre in her backyard. The creature had a strange hump, an unusual face, and moved on its arms like it didn't belong to any known species. It looked like some kind of hybrid, or maybe something that had been hidden away for years. Just as people started paying attention, it vanished without a trace. Authorities were called, but no answers ever came. To this day, no one knows where it came from or where it went. Eared nightjar. In September 2022, villagers in Assam, India, came across a rare and eerie-looking bird, the great eared nightjar. This endangered species is so uncommon that sightings often feel almost mythical. Concerned for its safety, the villagers quickly alerted the Assam Forest Department. Wildlife officials stepped in, carefully planning its rescue and release. Their efforts ensured the bird found a safe home in Kaziranga National Park, a well-known wildlife sanctuary. Thanks to their quick action, this mysterious bird had a chance to thrive in its natural habitat. Alien rummaging. A peaceful walk in the woods took a terrifying turn when a man came across an old, isolated cottage. Strange noises echoed from inside, like someone desperately searching for something. Curious, he peeked through the window and instantly regretted it. A pale, hollow-eyed figure was rummaging through the room, moving unnaturally fast. Then, without warning, it grabbed a rusted shovel and lunged toward him. He ran for his life, and his footage later went viral. Whatever he saw that night, it was nothing human. Odd creature. One evening, a farmer stood in his field, expecting an approaching storm, but instead of dark clouds, he saw something strange. A fluffy white creature moving in a bizarre dance, twisting and twirling, while releasing soft puffs of smoke. He froze, unsure if it was some unknown animal or something beyond explanation. The creature spun away into the night, leaving him with nothing but questions. Whatever it was, the sight was so unreal that it would stay with him forever. Night Watchers. Two friends were enjoying a quiet night on the beach when something strange appeared. A tall, pale figure moved awkwardly across the sand, its eerie presence sending chills down their spines. It looked just like the skinwalker stories they had heard growing up. Not willing to take any chances, they bolted, leaving the creature behind. As they ran, it continued its silent patrol along the shoreline. Some believe skinwalkers lurk in lonely places, waiting for an easy target. These two, they got away just in time. River monster. In India's dangerous Kali River, a biologist set out to prove the old legends right. Massive fish lurking beneath the surface. After hours of waiting, he finally hooked one. It was a 160-pound golden fish, powerful and intimidating. As it thrashed, the truth became clear. These weren't just stories. The river monsters of the Kali River were real, massive, and strong enough to make anyone think twice before stepping into their waters. Nightwalker. About 3 years ago, some foresters were out filming when they spotted something creepy in the woods. A hunched figure with long arms and a tail just stood there, not moving. They quietly recorded it before sneaking away. When the footage got out, people freaked out. Some said it looked like a troll from Folklore. Others thought it might be a Wendigo or some kind of forest guardian. But no one stuck around to find out. Whatever it was, it's still a mystery. Wendigo in woods. On June 3, 1975, Woodlands National Park became the scene of a terrifying encounter. A staff member swore he saw something straight out of Native American legends, the Wendigo. Concerned, park officials sent a security team to investigate. One night, as they sat around their camp, a soldier spotted horns shifting just beyond the trees. The team barely made it out, but they left with no proof. Still, they aren't giving up. They plan to return, determined to uncover whatever lurks in those dark woods. Floating creature.
Found this outside of the town. In the comments, if you know what type of book.
A man was walking when he spotted something strange on a tree branch. Thin, ribbon-like creatures moving in an eerie, smooth way. They weren't just hanging there. They twisted and floated, almost like they were gliding through water. Their movement felt unnatural, almost hypnotic. These weren't ordinary bugs, and something about them just didn't seem right. The sight left him unsettled, as if he had just come across something completely unknown.
You know what type of bug it is. It's like some weird alien bug.
Cave mystery. While exploring a dark cave, a man found something unbelievable. A large cyclops figure carved into solid rock. His flashlight revealed every detail, showing how perfectly preserved it was. He touched the cold stone, amazed by how lifelike it looked. The carving closely matched ancient Greek legends about one-eyed giants, making him wonder if it was based on something real. Hidden for centuries, the darkness had kept this strange artwork intact. This discovery might change what people think about ancient stories and the history behind them. Jungle horror. While trekking through a dense jungle, a group of tourists stumbled upon something disturbing. Their flashlights caught a creature that resembled a monkey, but something was off. It crouched low, seemingly feasting on something, then slowly turned toward them. A wave of fear spread through the group. No one dared to move closer. Some thought it was just a wild animal, but others weren't so sure. Whispers spread. Had they just come face to face with a young Wendigo? Pterosaur flying. Locals in Boise, Idaho are in shock after spotting something unbelievable. A massive winged creature soaring through the sky. It looked just like a pterosaur, the prehistoric reptile that ruled the skies alongside dinosaurs. These ancient flyers were masters of the air, evolving over millions of years with powerful wings, sharp teeth, and even head crests. While science says they went extinct long ago, this footage suggests otherwise. Could one have survived all this time? The sighting has left people wondering if history just came back to life. Jungle River surprise. While strolling near a jungle river, a man noticed massive splashes at the water's edge. Curious, he pulled out his phone and started recording. The water churned wildly, as if something huge was lurking beneath the surface. When he shared the footage online, experts quickly identified the cause: manatees in the middle of a rare mating ritual. Their powerful yet graceful movements were part of an ancient courtship dance. What first seemed like a strange mystery turned into a breathtaking glimpse of nature's wonders. Unexpected catch. A fishing crew was thrilled, thinking they had reeled in something huge. But when they emptied the net onto the deck, their excitement turned to shock. A massive creature thrashed, lifting its fins, clearly distressed. It was a giant manta ray, an ocean titan rarely seen up close. Though these gentle giants sometimes get trapped in fishing nets, finding one of this size was extraordinary. While witnessing such a rare beauty is unforgettable, catching them isn't ideal, as manta rays are a vulnerable species that need protection. Spiky surprise. While tending his flock, a shepherd stumbled upon something unusual, a creature covered in spikes, resting among the rocks. It had features of both a lamb and a porcupine, unlike anything he'd seen before. Intrigued, he carefully placed it in a bag before letting it go. Since then, locals have been baffled, wondering if this was a rare, undiscovered species. With no clear answers, the mystery remains, leaving everyone curious about what this strange little creature could be. Giant spider. A train passenger casually filming the passing scenery got the shock of a lifetime. As the trees blurred by, one caught his attention because clinging to its trunk was a massive spider. Its legs sprawled wide, its body unnervingly large, almost blending with the bark. The sight lasted only seconds before the train moved on, but that brief glimpse was enough to send shivers down his spine. Could such enormous spiders really exist, hiding deep in the forests? If this footage is real, nature might have more nightmares in store than we ever imagined. Giant snapping turtle.
Oh, we just saved you. We're about to let him back go. Look ahead. Whoa, I get fired up.
While hiking, an explorer froze when a massive alligator snapping turtle lunged at him. Its jaws were wide open, looking ready to chomp down on anything. And those jaws? Strong enough to snap a wooden stick like a toothpick. These turtles are some of the biggest in freshwater, weighing up to 100 pounds, with spiked shells that make them look straight out of the dinosaur age. The explorer wisely let it go. Later, a fisherman found another one, proof these giants are out there, so best to admire from a distance. Haunting cemetery figure. A group of friends wandered into a cemetery at night, looking for a little adventure, until they spotted something chilling. A tall figure in white stood beneath a tree, one hand raised, completely still. It didn't move or react, just loomed in eerie silence. Fear kept them from getting any closer, and they hurried away. Later, when they checked their footage, theories spread fast. Some said it was a ghost, others believed it was a restless spirit. Whatever it was, no one ever went back to see it again. Strange mass. A group of friends was out on a boat when they noticed something in the water. As they got closer, they saw a bunch of jellyfish all around them. Their soft bodies moved slowly, and their tentacles swayed with the water. It almost felt like the jellyfish were watching them. Not wanting to make a mistake, the friends stayed still. After a few moments, the jellyfish started drifting away, disappearing back into the water as quietly as they had come. Phantom shapeshifter. A home security camera picked up something strange. A white figure suddenly ran out from the shadows, moving in a way no normal animal would. As it shifted, it took on a human-like shape before disappearing into thin air. When the homeowners watched the footage, they felt pure fear. Some said it looked like a nahual, a shapeshifter from old stories. Others thought it was something even stranger, maybe a creature that was never supposed to be caught on camera. Saskatchewan mystery.
a far distance, we thought it was garbage, and then after that we got closer and we don't know what it is.
A farming family in Ituna, Saskatchewan found something strange on their land. Mysterious debris scattered across their fields. On April 28, 2024, Barry Sawchuk and his son Cody were working when they spotted the unusual pieces. With 10,000 acres to manage, they were used to finding odd things. But this was different. One piece weighed nearly 100 pounds, with a charred look and an odd mix of carbon fiber and aluminum. Experts think it might be space debris, and the Canadian Space Agency is now investigating.
It could be part of a satellite or something that re-entered, because it's all torched. You can see where it's torched, stuff has been burnt off. It's carbon fiber composite, and then there's aluminum honeycomb on it, and then the back is composite carbon again.
And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. In a quiet pond, something strange kept surfacing for just a few moments before vanishing again. Locals who saw it couldn't agree on what it was. Some swore it had a beak, making them think it was a bird, or maybe even a reptile. Others believed it was some kind of mutated creature, something that had never been seen before. The more people tried to get a closer look, the quicker it disappeared. Was it just an animal behaving oddly, or was there something more mysterious lurking beneath the water? With no clear answers, the mystery only grew, leaving everyone to wonder if they had just witnessed a rare discovery, or if the pond was hiding something much stranger than they could imagine. See you next time!